Hello, guys. This is a pre-market analysis of 3rd of June. And if you see today's market setup again, dependent upon the US-Iran negotiations, which is going on, oil price movement, IT sector now showing some kind of weakness. Last few days, IT was so strong, and we have seen the kind of move that you got in Infosys and all. And yesterday, IT was very good. Day before yesterday, IT was holding Nifty from a big fall. But today it looks slightly weak. ADR is looking 3% down for Infosys. I'll be coming to that. And then FII selling pressure is continuing. Yesterday also we have seen the sell-off. Day before also we have seen. And Friday we have seen 21,000 crore has been sold. And the service PMI data release. See, Nifty yesterday managed to recover some of the losses. But still, the correction is not yet over. That's what it looks like. Even though US market is looking positive and the other market is looking positive, again, S&P have made a fresh all-time high yesterday also. But today, chances that we will be getting around 100-point gap down is slightly higher. So we will be getting 80 to 100-point gap down. That's what, as of now, GIFT Nifty is indicating. Okay, now let's talk about US-Iran negotiation. And many of you are interested to know that. So a few days ago, we have seen that Iranian media have reported that Iran had suspended the negotiation and the dialogues with the US in the context of US and Israeli military action against Iran and Lebanon. And the claim is that they have violated the ceasefire agreement. So Iran also suspended talks with them. But day before yesterday, we have seen Donald Trump rejected these claims, and he stated that negotiations are still moving forward rapidly. And because of that, the oil price, which have increased, has cooled down. And we have seen at one point Brent crude have gone to 97 per barrel. And after optimism and regarding the negotiation, it came to 93 per barrel. Now, if you look at the current level, WTI is around 93, but Brent is around 96. So slightly, it is still okay, manageable level. I mean, in the comfort zone compared to what we have seen like 120s and 110s, but still it is slightly look like it's increasing compared to that 90s that we got before. Now, if you look at the current status of negotiation, see, the US proposal which has been sent to Iran is currently under review, and the current situation is Iran has not accepted it, Iran has not rejected it, and there is no major response which has been released publicly also. So we don't know what is actually going on. The uncertainty is continuing, and that is actually keeping the oil markets volatile, and that keeps the other markets also, which are completely depending upon the oil price at this point of time. Now, what US want from Iran? US Secretary, the Mark Rubio have explained the framework also. So in two phases. In the first phase, what Iran should supposed to do is officially declare the Strait of Hormuz as open and stop threatening all the commercial ships and stop firing on ships, remove all the shipping risk, remove all the sea mines which has been placed, and stop charging the tolls. So that phase one is completely related to Strait of Hormuz. And when it comes to phase two, Iran have to negotiate the future enriched uranium stockpiles. That is a major issue which still remain unresolved. And the long-term restrictions on uranium enrichment and the potential cancellation of all these enrichment activities. And according to Rubio, these negotiations may require 30 to 90 days. So what is the market interpretation? As of now, if you see, there is no panic scenario and not a fully peaceful scenario also. So negotiation will continue, but no final agreement. And we have seen this scenario when Russia-Ukraine war started. It is now going for almost 4 or 5 years. It can go on. When it started, it was not that good, the way market also reacted. But coming to Iran, for us, it is very difficult because we are heavily reliant on this oil prices. Russia-Ukraine war was not affecting. Now we can see this is actually affecting our daily life also, related to the gas supply and oil prices increasing, and also you cannot get the cooking fuel. Hotels are closed, and you can start seeing that impact directly in our daily life. But that never happened when it comes to Russia-Ukraine war. So you cannot consider it like that. Impact will be there, but So anything comes for the first time, the impact on stock market will be higher, then the market get adapted to that. Okay, so the market interpretation at this point of time, there is no panic. At the same time, it's not peaceful also. Now coming to Indian market perspective, yesterday we have seen a very good recovery. That's a short covering that we have seen, almost 350 point up move from the bottom. But still, it is difficult to conclude that the worst is over. There are recent developments, that all can impact India. That can, India-US trade agreement also, and the current pressure, this US-Iran conflict also is there, right? Earlier, what we have witnessed is India-US trade agreement, that uncertainty. And once that is agreed, then suddenly we have seen the market has gap up almost 1400 points. Now, all those gone. And now the current issue scenario is oil price volatility, rupee weakness, US-Iran conflict, and FIA selling. All these are actually affecting our market. And this is how the situation now. And US job data, I'm not discussing now. That is not much important. Also, there is an AI sector development that Google have announced 80 billion investment into AI, and market reaction was mixed. Some profit booking also came in the AI stocks. And despite all these mixed AI related reactions, Dow Jones have closed positive, but less than 0.5%. S&P also positive, Nasdaq also positive. So US markets has been very good positive, and VIX also have fallen almost 2%. So the global momentum is okay, but it's neither strongly positive nor negative also. It is okay. It closed positive. Now, GIFT Nifty, if you see, it's indicating, for 23,470 level, which means around 80 to 100 point gap down is, what you can equate it with Nifty. And ADR performance, that's the major concern today. HDFC ADR is negative, ICICI ADR is negative, IT ADR is significantly weaker. Wipro is down by 8%, Infosys is down by 2.5%. And the reason for IT weakness could be, US brokerages, or increasing competition. It could be the reason Accenture also fell around 7%, and that is actually triggering the selling across all the global IT stocks. So let's see what is going to happen here when you see Wipro 8% down and Infosys 3% down. We have seen a couple of days back it is going up 4-5% also, and I told you it could be a dead cat bounce, it could be a value buying. So in that case, if they are getting sold into, then we will be in trouble, because last couple of days Nifty was holding because of IT. Now IT is also dragging, means Nifty can fall drastically. Okay, so then it can come to 23,000 level. Let's see. Again, looking at the scenario, it looks like sell on rise. Okay, now, yeah, last two sessions we have seen IT's almost rallied 7%, and now ADR pricing almost saying that 3% down. So it's a kind of half of the correction. So that is kind of fresh weakness which is coming in IT. Okay, now FIAs, if you look at it again, yesterday they sold for 8,400 crore. So in a matter of 3 days, they sold for 35,000, 32,000, right? 8,400 yesterday, day before around 3,000, so 11, 12,000, and then 21,000 Friday. So in the last 3 days, if you take 34,000, they sold. DIIs bought for 9,600 crores. So net inflow is there. Uh, Yesterday also, day before, net inflow was there. Day before also net inflow was there. But day before net inflow was there. But despite that, market have fallen. Yesterday inflow is small, but still market have given a big rally. So who's playing now is the bigger question. Okay, so US markets have closed positive, which is now. Let me talk about the positives and negative. VIX have declined, that is positive. US markets closed positive, that is good. And negotiations are still alive, that is again positive. Venezuela energy discussion, Venezuela president is visiting India, and those discussions again are positive. Negative is oil is again spiking and it's near 96. Gap down is what we can look at from Nifty, GIFT Nifty, and IT showing heavy weakness. FII is heavy selling, no final agreement. These are the negatives also. Now keep all these in mind and trade accordingly. So these are the main points that I want to discuss. Nifty, yeah, we already got now the immediate support is 23,400, and 23,400 is broken, 23,200 is a support level. So chances that it will open below 23,400. So 23,200 is what we need to consider as the important support for today. Okay, and then Bank Nifty. Resistance will be at 54,200, 54,300 level. Support will be around 53,500, 53,400 level. Options data, if you see maximum call OI is at this point of time 24,000 and then 23,500, 23,700. New call rating is also coming at around 23,300, 500 and again 24,000 level. So 24,000 is the major level. 23,800 is again a strong resistance. Even 23,500 also looking like a resistance. Where the straddle players are very highly active also. Put side, if you see 23,000, but maximum at this point of time is 23,300, which means that can act as a very good support. And then 23,000 and 23,500. 23,500, remember, that's the straddle players. Okay, so important resistance is at 24,000, and you can consider 23,800. Support as of now is 23,300. So the range could be this 500-point range if I need to take 23,300 to 23,800. So these are the main things that I want to discuss. Remember, US markets positive, VIX decline, negotiations are still going on. Nifty reclaimed 50% Fibonacci level, and Bank Nifty also recovered from its loss. All these are positive. And oil is again a concern. IT ADR's weakness is again a concern. Accenture-led global IT weakness is again a problem. FII selling is going on. GIFT Nifty is indicating gap down, and no final agreement on US and Iran issue. That is also very important point that you need to keep in mind, and trade responsibly, trade carefully, have a stop losses and proper plan, and then trade the plan. Okay. And if you would like to learn these in the live market with our trades and with our mentoring sessions which are going on in the live market, get in touch with us. I see you there. Thank you.